CTM Sports Talk. Sports takes by regular people. Let's get into it.
And if I like it, I gotta get it. If I saw it, open the shows, open the doors, house full of clothes.
So, did Crawford retire Canelo? The first topic of the day. Did Bud Crawford retire Canelo? Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that Canelo is kind of over the hump? He's kind of past his prime? Do you think that Canelo took the fight because of the money draw? Do you think this was his last hoorah? Let me know in the comments what you think. And my second question is,
So you can.
will people do Crawford like they did Roy Jones Jr.? Will they say to try to hate on him that he didn't have enough competition in his era? Will they bring that up when he finally calls it, or when he retires? Because Errol Spence really wasn't enough competition for him. He beat the brakes off him. Canelo, or is he just that good? Is Crawford just that good?
Yoga flame.
Is he that good? Let me know in the comments what you think. I think he's that good, and I think people will make an argument when he hang up the gloves. They're gonna try to say that this is just a prediction I see. They're gonna try to say he didn't have the greatest competition, kind of like how they did Roy Jones. That's not his fault. He still is on top of his game. He's still staying in shape. He's still sharp. And Roy Jones did that until he kind of got past his prime. Was just prize fighting at that point. But in Roy's prime, wasn't nobody gonna beat him. In Bud Crawford's time, nobody's probably not gonna beat him in his prime. And he's in his prime right now. Shout out to him, man, for maintaining discipline, staying sharp, handling business, beating Canelo, and it's only gonna add to his greatness. So, shout out to Bud Crawford. Much respect. So, go over to the next topic. Did Shedeur turn down the Ravens draft offer? According to Adam Scheffner from Twitter, he said the Ravens plan to take Shedeur Sanders in the fifth round, but before Baltimore can turn in the card, the former Colorado star let it be known that he didn't want to be on a roster with Lamar Jackson, where he would be a backup. So the report don't bother me if it's true or not, right? The thing is, why would they wait till now to release this? Second week of the season. All the stuff that was going on during the draft, saying nobody wasn't going to draft him. Why did they release this now? That's the question. What are they trying to avoid? What are the Ravens trying to do? What are they trying to say? Why was this report released now? Sometimes it's all about timing.
They told me bust out my AP, perfect time, man.
Why do you think the Ravens released this now? When they had all the time, off season, post draft, off season, preseason. Now it's regular season, second week, third week, and they releasing this now. Why? What are they trying to avoid? What are they trying to say? What are they trying to do? What are they trying to insinuate? And then, was this a good decision if the report is true? What Was this a good decision by Shedeur by declining that offer? So you can split this two ways. You can say uh, it was not a good decision because he could have went to the Ravens. He could have developed as a quarterback, being under Lamar Jackson. Then you can look at it another way and say, why would he go to? And he pretty much said that. Why would he go to the Ravens? He would never get in. Lamar Jackson is in his prime. He's in his prime. He'll never see the field if he went to Baltimore, unless Lamar Jackson got injured. But right now, Lamar Jackson is in his prime. That team is pretty much like they really have to win now. I don't think they need the distraction either. I think that's probably another reason why they didn't do it. I think they didn't want the distraction of if he came there, would Dion be looming in the shadows? I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns. I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns brought in Dion after this coach. If they don't do it good this year, Joe Flacco failed. They put in Shedeur. He do good. Just a theory. I wouldn't be surprised they brought in Dion to coach the Browns. But let me know, why would the Ravens release this report? Are they trying to throw shade? Are they trying to bring awareness to something? What are they trying to insinuate? Stuff happens all the time. They had so much time to release this. Why now? What's the reasoning? Why give it to Adam Schefter so he can report on ESPN? Just a thought. Just a theory. You never know. Next topic. Shout out to my boy Gil. Texas man. Longhorns. Is Arch Manning a bust? Playing UTEP, Texas El Paso. You supposed to blow teams like this out if you're Texas. But they didn't. It was a close game. Let's look at his stats real quick. Check out them stats. Arch Manning. UTEP game. I want to just see that real quick. I just want to make sure I get this right. 2017 against UTEP. That's not acceptable for Texas versus UTEP. They're supposed to blow them out like 50 something to 7 or something. So when you go look at this game, it says that, let's look at it real quick. According to ESPN, let's look at the box score. That's UTEP. What about Texas? So 11 for 25, 114 yards, one TD, one interception. A QBR 26.5. Definitely not good, especially having that last name, especially playing for Texas. He's supposed to have a breakout game, especially since he didn't play good in the first week. However, let me know in the comments. Is the last name adding pressure to Arch? What about the team as a whole? Is the team as a whole, are they good? Sometimes you can be at the right place at the right time and everything clicks. Sometimes it don't always work out that way. Sometimes you go to a team and it's not a complete team. It's not like the USC with Reggie Bush and Taylor Mays and all these people, and everything is clicking. It's not like when Vince Young was there and they had defense and offense. Sometimes you have to elevate the team, and I don't think maybe he's still growing. So let's give it a little time, I guess, but definitely so far he ain't been playing well, especially having the Manning name on your back. Well, let me know in the comments, is Arch Manning a bust, or is the last name adding pressure to his career? They're expecting him to be a Manning. Time will tell. Time will tell. But so far, not that good. Getting booed by the fans, having low QBR rating, but it's just the second week, so let's not get too caught up. Still got a long season ahead. So, final topic of the day. Old sneaky Tyreek. Is Tyreek trying to sneak out of Miami? Let me know in the comments. Is Tyreek trying to ease out of Miami? It's reported that he wants to be traded. It's reported that he's been removed from the captain team. Um, People reporting off the field issues. I'm not going to get deep into that. All I can say is when you have money, but you don't have common sense or wisdom or people around you that can that can really tell you or guide you, it's hard because you don't know who's rolling with you just because, or who rolling with you just because of the money. And you in Miami. Let people tell it there's so much temptation in Miami. And then they know you making hundreds of millions, whatever your contract is. So they're gonna bring it to you. It's different when you gotta go find it. But whole nother world when it's coming to you. Like you just trying to go grocery shopping and people trying to bring trouble your way. You can't even do normal people stuff no more. You're not a regular person no more. You're a public figure, a public target now. However, let's talk about this though. He left Kansas City because he wanted the max amount of money, which is no problem. Business is a business. He won a Super Bowl already, had success, but he wanted to be paid the max. But I don't think he thought it out all the way through. Sometimes when you're thinking about the max money, you're just thinking about the money. You're not thinking about the strategy of how is this going to play out? How does this team realistically look? Now, in my opinion, Tua was good in Alabama. But guess what? You could put anybody in Alabama at that time, and they would have been great at quarterback. They just make good decisions, throw the ball in an open area. With that offensive line, that running back, I think he had Julio at receiver. So go to the NFL. It's not the same system he accustomed playing to. NFL will expose you if you don't work on your individual talent. In my opinion, I don't think he's really working on his individual talent. And he's a liability too. He only got a couple of more, God forbid, a couple of more bad hits, and his career could be over. I mean, he rolling the dice every game he play right now. But even then, I just don't think that he's the long-term solution for Miami. That's just my opinion. I think he was great system quarterback in Alabama. It was the right place at the right time. Everything was clicking. Made him look good. Got drafted. Got his money. If I was Miami, I would either trade Tyreek or I would trade Tua and try to get a younger quarterback. Maybe Shedeur. How about this? Maybe get Caleb from Chicago. Caleb Williams. Or I'm trading them probably to Pittsburgh to see if I could get something from Pittsburgh. Draft picks or offensive line. You know, who knows? I heard Pittsburgh trying to wouldn't mind getting trading for him. But I think Pittsburgh is going to play the patient game and kind of let the team implode, or they can get them at a cheaper price. That's business, nothing personal. So with that being said, let me know what you think about Tyreek. Is he trying to sneak out of Miami? Is he trying to sneak his way out, saying little side stuff, talking subliminal talk? I don't know if Miami is a place for him, man. I think it's too much trouble to get into in Miami, on and off the field. I think. Let me know. This is my second question to this. Then it's gonna be. I'm probably gonna get up out of here. Will the head coach Mike McDaniel survive this season? I don't think he will. I think that he was the replacement to Brian Flores, the African American head coach that was for him, because he was. They said he was so bad he made the culture bad. Okay, it was a breath of fresh air, but long term, I'm just not sure unless they give him another quarterback. They said allegedly that he could have drafted Justin Herbert, but he passed on him, or the owner didn't want him to draft him. And I'm wondering, is he kicking himself in the tail because he could have had Justin Herbert playing in Miami? Who knows how that would have turned out? So will Mike McDaniel survive this season? Has he lost control of his team? Some people can argue that the team is not responding to him, or they're not playing to their max potential for whatever reason. Maybe it could be the coach. Maybe they feel like Tua's not the quarterback. Who knows? Something's going on in Miami, though. Not sure what it is. Who knows? But if I was them, I would trade either Tua or Tyreek before it get too late and the value goes down. Maybe both. Maybe blow it up and start over. Trade Waddle, Tyreek, and Tua. Trade all three of them. Because if you don't, you lose value. You're gonna not be able to get, or they're gonna wait till you release them because they know you're not. They know that your hands are strapped. So sometimes, man, it take that bold move. It may not feel good in the short term, but if you rebuild for the long term and go ahead and get the cancer out, sometimes that works. If they don't, they're probably gonna go like 8-8 or something, or you know, 8-10, 7-10 or something. And then you're gonna start seeing other people get fired. You're gonna start seeing people make changes. It's gonna happen. Something going on in Miami though. Not sure what it is, but some changes are gonna have to be made. So let me know in the comments. Did Crawford retire Canelo? What you think about Shedeur declining the Ravens' offer? And is Tyreek trying to sneak out of Miami? Let me know in the comments what you think. This is Mike. I'm signing out, and I'll catch you on the next one.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.